18. I think 18 is the maximum we can get. At the moment we have 2. So we still have ways to go. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I got something really exciting for you, because today I got Clou, the roll and heist again, the new version of Clou, which is a roll and write that you can play solo or at a 2-player count cooperatively. This is the German version. The English version will be released in September this year, 2024, but this is just new missions and new characters. The original version of Clou you can actually get in English. I will also put a link in the description where you can get the English version. Little spoiler, this is a very good game, and I'm excited to show this to you today. And what are we doing in Clou? Well, in Clou, we are breaking into a premise. We can choose specific locations, and we are breaking in there and trying to get as much loot as possible. So really fun and cool theme. And when we choose a specific mission, we always choose one character or 2, depending whether you play solo or in a multiplayer game. So we have 4 characters here at our disposal. As I said, there's also the previous iteration of the game that you can still get. And there you have even more characters and locations, right? So you can also mix and match them, as far as I know. I haven't tried that yet, but as far as I know, that is also possible. So that's pretty cool. Quite a lot of variety there. And also we choose a location. There are, I think, 3 or 4 locations here. I will go with this location today, because this one, in this one, I can condense the specific elements of the game into specific sections of the gameplay, so I can show that to you a little bit easier. All right, so we will choose the mission Dog and Cat. It's called, right? And also I will choose Matt. Also what we need is 3 dice and a pen. That is all we need in order to start the game. Yeah, with that we're pretty much ready to go. So why should we have different characters? Why should we have different locations? Well, locations I think is pretty much obvious. The locations all have different objectives also, and different things you need to pay attention to. For example, here we have a dog, right? And we need to be able to somehow distract the dog in order to actually break into that mansion here. Here we have also different animals that somehow make our life a little bit harder. So pretty cool, because there's a paranoia track here. And the characters are different as well in a lot of ways. First of all, you have each character has 2 specific abilities in the bottom right that they can use. They are all completely different here, and also they have different ways of getting these different symbols, right? You see here are a lot of locks and safes. Here is locks and hands, and these hands are used down here for other things. So these are all different. Matt is kind of an all-round character. I also played with Bruce already, and Bruce is someone, well, you can see it here, a lot of fist icons, right? So for the tough jobs, so to speak, right? So these are pretty interesting. I think Janet is more for electronics and stuff like that. So these are all played differently. So far I haven't had any combination that didn't work, right? So you can play with all combinations pretty much. All right. We have 2 sheets here, as I said. We have the thief sheet, right? The sheet for the thief, and also we have the location here. We use our dice only here, and we unlock specific symbols. I will get to all of those during gameplay. And these symbols then we can use to unlock stuff here. And that's what we will start with. You know what? Let me just start playing the game, and I will explain it as we go. I think that is probably the best idea, right? So you always see the turn order right here, how the turn works. It's all in German now, but everything you need to understand. You don't need to read anything in order to understand what I'm doing here, right? So first we roll the dice. We have 1 3 and 2 5s, and these now we can use here on our sheet. And you see we have abilities here, for example. And whenever we unlock something, we can use it. These white ones, these white symbols, we need to use immediately in that round. Otherwise, at the end of the round, they are gone. The other symbols we can just keep, and we can just store them, so to say, right? And here you see we have abilities, it says here, right? So here in the first one, it says larger than 1. So we could put a 3 in there, and the next number would have to be bigger. We always go from left to right here. Then you see here's nothing in between. So here we just start at a number larger than 4 again, but we also always need to start from left to right, right? So I can't just go in here and there and there. That's not possible. I need to go from left to right. That's the abilities. We have power here, right? Then we have dexterity, and also we have clever. These are like the 3 main attributes we have. Also, we have locks here. These are like specific tools the thieves use, and they all have different ones as well, right? And he does have 3 different ones where he can unlock also dexterity again, also like locks, like to unlock things, and also there's like saves, right? Saves that you can find right here. And you have like these electronics here, and also like this secret symbol. These are all the things that you can unlock, and you see like them all here. You can use them here as well. All right. There is one more thing we need to prepare before we can get started for a 1 or for a 2-player game. In a 2-player cooperative game, what you do is you cross out all these time markers up here. I will get to those in just a moment. But we're playing solo, so we don't do that. We have like all the time here, but we cross out all of the symbols here on the location sheet that I have a gray background, because otherwise it would be too tough to do it by ourselves, right? So let me just quickly do that here, and these 2, and also this one, that one, and this one. And I think, and this one here. And then I think I got them all, right? So now we use our dice here to work on our thief sheet. Let me also quickly talk about the location sheet. There are like 3 main things that we need to know here, or like 4 main things. First of all, the time up here at the end of a round, when I've assigned all the dice and did everything I wanted to do, I need to cross off one of the times. And if we go to the very end, if we cross off the alarm one here, then we lose the game. So we need to get out before that. The second thing is we have like prints here, right? Like traces we can leave, which is not good. We can leave up to 4 traces. If we leave the 5th one, we are put into jail because we are caught and we lose the game immediately. So these 2 we want to balance a little bit, and these also give like negative points. The third thing is like the entire location here. You see that there are different rooms in here, right? So we have the window on the first floor, on the ground floor. We have the ground floor here. Then we have the stairs. We have the main room, and we have the back room. And also we have like the side door, so to speak, right? The side entrance. We always can move where like this, these squares are crossed out. So we can go through the window in the first floor. We can also go through the back door, right? I said side door before, I meant back door. This is the 2 where we can go, but here we cannot go further. We cannot progress further. First, we need to solve whatever is in that room. This one here, we need to like get all these 4 symbols. We need to like cross them out here and put them in there if we have gotten them here, and then we can continue. Then we cross that one out, and then we know we can go progress further. Here for the back door, we either need to get 2 fists, I forgot to cross that out, or 1 lock, like one of those, right? They're separated by the line. That means one of those we need to get. So this one, of course, is easier, as you can see, but I would like to go through the window, because then we can go in here, because we have like, and that's the number 4 for the location sheet, we have Miss Trimley and Cupcake. Cupcake is like a dog that is like roaming around, and that means we have like these secret symbols that we need to fill as long as the dog is around. There are 2 things we can do. We can either cross off one of these star icons here, and then we can like cross out 1 secret symbol, and also we get 1 trace. But that is like how we get rid of these secret symbols, right? That we need to in order to avoid the dog. But there are also 2 points here, this one here and this one. It says like distract the dog in German. If we actually get this one or that one, then we can distract the dog for good, and then we can like cross out all these secret symbols and we are fine. And you see like either it's like up there, but we need to go through the entire building to do that, and that's going to be pretty tough, or we do it right here. But for that we need to go into the window. That's what I want to do, right? So that was pretty much like everything in a nutshell, and now we go through a turn, and then you see how everything works. All right, so and 3, 5, 5. We need 3 fists and 1 of these hands. These hands are very important for us anyway. So I think what I will do is I will actually put the numbers in here. So larger than 1, we need to start at the left. I will put in the 3 here. Then the next one needs to be higher than that. So I will put in a 5 right here, right? And now you see as a reward, we get a 2 that we can attribute anywhere. And I would put the 2 in here. And the next one needs to be higher. We could use the 5, but you see like these get higher and higher. Now you're wondering, why are they going so high? Like 6 is the maximum? No, it's not. We can also combine dice to go higher here, right? So what I will do, I will not put the 5 in here. I will put the 5 in here because it says like larger than 4. I can do that. And the next one needs to be equal, so also a 5. So now we use that one, and this one we unlocked. So now we have 1 fist. We need 2 more fists and 1 hand. Now I could also use that fist already to put it in here, but we can't finish that yet, so that's fine. So thematically, we're still standing in front of the window, and we're still trying to like open the window somehow, right? But we're not able to do that yet because it's like on the first floor. In the US, you would say on the second floor, right? So we would actually have to like climb up the wall and then open the window with like climb up the wall here with our strength. And then open it with our dexterity icon. We don't have that yet. We're still collecting that. Then what we can also do during a round is use like cross off any of these star icons. This one up here, if we cross it off, we can give anyone. That means us or our partner, if we had one. We can like change 1 die up to or down to, right? Which is pretty good. Here we can just like change 1 die to any number. If we can only use that like 3 times during the game and only once during a round. Or we can like just cross off one of these, as I said, right, to cross off one secret icon, but also gain a trace, like leave a trace, which is not good. Okay, but I will not use any of those. Then we check, have we used all dice? If we have not used all dice, like for each die that we haven't used during the round, we need to cross off 1 trace. We don't want that either, right? So, but that's fine. I used all 3, so that's good. So we always need to like also work with that. And then we cross off 1 time. And then we now decide, do we want to continue or do we want to leave? We can leave the premise at any time and go home with like the loot that we got. So you see, there are like always like these, there's like all this loot here with these money sacks, right? And whenever we like for example, here is like the wallet. And you see, we need just 1 of these hand icons, 1 of these dexterity icons in order to get like the money, right? And then we just, we cross that out here and we circle the money, and that's like what we go home with if we don't lose due to any other conditions here, right? These 2 here, for example. And we can leave at any time at the end of a round. But I cannot like roll the dice for the next round and then leave. I need to go through the entire round in order to leave. So that's like also like a push your luck mechanism a little bit, because how far do you want to go? How much do you want to get? Because you don't really win the game. You win the game when you like leave successfully. So we could leave right now and win, but we would have nothing. We would have 0 points. All right. But I will not leave, of course. So that's it. Next round. Rolling the dice again. So I was explaining a lot now, but I think now you understand how the game works. All right, so 4, 4, and 6. Let's see what we can do. And we need a 5 up here, so that is not possible yet. We can go up here a little bit. Also, these here, I haven't explained these yet. These work like all different. These are like mini games. Here, we can like cross out any numbers, but whenever we have like a row, a column, or this diagonal one, we receive whatever is there in the row, column, or in the corner there. Here, we need to start at the left, and then always like go right one and choose like another different number. Always from the last one we have gone, so we can only choose 1 path, right? And only have like 4 things we can unlock. And this one means we have to put in the number that is requested here. For example, like lower than 3, so 1 or 2. We put that in there with a 1 or 2. And then we need to use a 1 or 2 again in order to cross it off. And then we get that save, right? So these are like, we need to use them like twice with the same number. You see that because like these squares are always used for filling numbers in. And these are always used, these circles are always used to cross something off. So 4, 4, and 6. It wouldn't be bad because we also need like a lock later on here would be great. Maybe there as well, right? So like saving for a few locks wouldn't be too bad. So let me put in a 4 right here, right? Needs to be larger in order to get 1 dexterity. And then I will use the 4 and the 6 to cross off this one here and that one. I think with that, we're not too bad. So no, we don't have any unused dice, so we don't lose any, we don't leave any traces. I will not use any of these star things. Then I will cross off the time and I will continue. Alright, so what we need is 2 more of these fist icons, and I still don't have a 5. That is pretty bad. We can get a fist icon here as well. So we could start here, but we only have a 1. That is pretty bad. And with the 4s, I think we can also like start saving here a little bit, right? I think that wouldn't be too bad either. So let me use the 2 here to cross off that one. I think it doesn't do any harm to cross off a few things here. And these 2 4s, I will use 1 here. And then you see the equal sign, so I will use another 4 right here. So we also have 1 clever icon. That's fine. I will do nothing else. We leave no traces. That is fine. And we continue. So that's pretty much how the game works, right? Once you understand it, oh, that was a 5. It is really simple. 5 is good. We need that one here to progress. So we use that 5 right here. We need larger than 6 here. We can use that. We can do that by using the 6 here and maybe using the star icon to increase a die by 2. Will I do that? We could do it. You know what? Let me do it. Let me cross off 1 star. That's only 1 per round, right? And then I will change that to a 4. So that's 8. So I can put in 8 right here. And now we need another 8 right here and then a higher number to continue here. Okay, but I think I would rather like to progress here because that's easier to get. Okay, I will not do anything else. So you see, we're still trying to like climb up that wall. That will be our hardest job. That's why I chose this premise, because in other locations you can like go in immediately and then do like all kinds of stuff. Here I will first show you how we like get our symbols, right, and then I will show you how we actually use that in the location. So I think that's a really good way to do it. By the way, these locations also have difficulties. This is like difficulty 2 of 5. There's like an intro mission where you like learn how to do it. That's like 1 of 5. And like, yeah, we have like different premises that get like more difficult as we progress. So we need an 8 here, which we don't have. This will be hard to get. So we also need like a lot of hands. That's true. We also need a 1 here to finally progress. What can we do here, actually? You know what? Let me do something specific. Right here we need like a higher than a 4, right? In order to cross any circle off. Also these, right? Or that, or these. Well, we don't have any numbers in here, so we can't cross these off. So I will use, let me think. I will use the 4 and the 6, right? No, actually, I don't need to use both. I don't need to use both, but I might want to. No. What I will do is I will use the 6, put the 6 in here, so we can use any circle, and I will cross off the 1 here. So we have this one here. Then I will use the 4 in order to put a 4 in here, right? So we can cross it off later on. I also could have done the other way, right? To put a 4 in here and then cross it off with that power. But I wanted to like progress here. And then the 3 I will use right here. I think that's fine. All right, no traces. I will do nothing else. So you see, like, oh, we need to be a little bit careful, right? Like almost half the time is already over and we haven't really done anything yet. Finally, 5 and 3. Perfect. That's an 8. That's perfect. So we can put that in here. And then we gain a 6 that we can use immediately. And I will put the 6. Where will I put it? We need like more hands here, right? But 6 is like really high, but I will still do it. 6 to get that hand here, because Matt can use like all of these dexterity icons also like down here for stuff, right? And this might become important. So I can just like take like 2 hand icons, cross them off, cross these off here, and then I have like a lock icon, right? So he's like very, very dexterous. So these 2 I used, and I still have the 4. The 4 I could use here for another clever icon, and we will need some later on. So that might be a good idea, because here I don't want to go up here. I actually want to go down here for another hand. So I will put the 4 in here, so we get that one. So that's fine. So now we need one more like power icon in order to finally get into the window. And then it will be a lot easier, because we already have like something here and there. Then we can like start stealing and distract the dog. Distracting the dog is the most important thing in this scenario. All right, next turn. 3, 4, and 6. Up here we need higher. That's good. We could use a 9 or a 10 up here. That's good. I still need like a 2 here. You know what? It might be a little bit early for that, but I will do that because we need to progress here. We definitely need to progress here. So, actually, but then again, we could also do that. No, you know what? I will use the 6 and the 3 for a 9. So we can finally progress here. And then the 4 I will use to cross this one off here. Alright, so we just need one more that we can use here. No traces, we continue. Okay, more than half the time is gone. We need to hurry up. 6, 9, 12, I will use all of these combined for a 12 right here. So we have the power icon. So now that was all dice used, and now I will use them, right? So now we need like a dexterity icon. I will just use the one down here, so we can cross that off. Then 3 of these power icons, and we have them here, here, and here, right? So now we have crossed all of these off. So now we can continue from that room. We are actually through the window, and now we can go down here where we see like we are like on the first floor, and we see like a wallet that we can get. And we can also like distract the dog. So first I will distract the dog by using another dexterity icon. Let me use that one right here. And that you see like they like separated by the line, and we need to do one of these two, and this one is done. So we are done with the entire thing. We can cross that off and distract the dog. And it says down here, if the dog is distracted, we can like on the stairs and in the main room, we can cross off all the secret icons. So you see, that was very important. Now the dog is not an issue anymore. We just distracted it for good. So you see what we could cross off? So much that we could cross off. That is amazing. Then I will use another dexterity icon in order to get the wallet. And you see, now we can cross off that, and we have 1 point. Now if we left, we would have 1 point. But that is not perfect because we also get like negative points. We get negative points for all the traces, and we get negative points if we have distracted the dog, which we have, right? So yeah, but we also get like points again if we have not crossed any of these off, which we haven't. So we are fine. At the moment, we would have 2 points. The maximum we can get here is 3, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 18. I think 18 is the maximum we can get. At the moment, we have 2. So we still have ways to go. So you see here, we could have gone to the stairs immediately because it's not locked. Here's just stuff we can get, but we can go like right through the stairs, which we will do. We will go through the stairs, but we can only continue if we have crossed that off, and we have such a thing, right? So let's do that. Let's cross off like the creaking stairs, so we can continue from here as well. And now we're in the main room, and this is where we get like a lot of stuff. And here you see we have like 3 different things in the main room. We have the cash register that we can just loot. We have the shelves with like different like art stuff, like artsy like little figurines and stuff. And we have the back door, and we need to go through the back door in order to get to the back room where like the big loot is waiting, right? We need a lock for that, or 2 hand icons. I would like to use a lock for that, but we don't have one yet. So we still need an 11 in order to get that lock here, right? So let's see if we can get that. So now we're in the main room here. Very cool. Oh, and also we have done that, so we can also go back to the first floor. That is important because let's say we wouldn't have gotten the wallet. We are in here, and then later on, if we get a hand icon, we can go back and actually do that, right? At the moment, we're right here. Okay, so no traces left. We have looted a little bit. That was the end of the round. So now in the main room, and now we can really get started. So 1, 2, and 6. We need 8, 9. I could use a star to like make an 11 out of that, so we have like the lock icon. That would be pretty nice, actually. You know what? I will do that. I will use that in order to increase one of those by 2, and then we have 11 here, and that is exactly what we need here. So this row is now complete. That means we get a lock icon. I will use that immediately here for the back door, because now we can also go to the back room. So now we can like freely distribute all our icons and loot as much as possible before getting out. So that is a very comfortable situation here. That is really good. That was the end of the round, and now we continue 255. All right. So what do we need? For here we need 2 saves. We could get them here, and also that lock. So let's try to fill up these if possible. I think that's possible. You know, let me put the 2 in here and a 5 in here, and then use the other 5 to cross that off. So now we have another lock and a safe. That is very good. Because now you see the lock we can immediately use right down here. So the cash register is open and we have more loot. So we have 2 more loot. That is great. Down here you see like these wild icons, right? These are like each of these, I don't know if you can see it, but each of them has like a power, a dexterity, and a clever icon in there. We need one of those in order to get this stuff, right? And like we have one clever icon, and that's it. So I will wait here, right? Because we also need the stuff up here. Like this one gives us like 5. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, that was our round again. Let's continue here. 1, 2, and 5. 2 is perfect. 2 is perfect. Oh, down there as well. Oh no, you know what? The 1. The 1 is a little bit tough here, because that 1 doesn't really help us. Because I think I would like to use the 2 and the 5 here, so we can progress here. But the 1, well, we can put the 1 up there, so we are fine. Yeah, let me use the 2 and the 5 in order to cross off this one and this one. So we have 1 more power and 1 more of these. That's good. And the 1 here, I mean, I could use one of these to change it to any number I want to, but I think I will just put the 1 in here for now. I will save that when I really need it. All right, we only have 2 more turns before we need to leave. So, because otherwise we ring the alarm, which we don't want, right? So let's see. So we need another safe for sure. And we need another power icon as well. We really need to get going now. So let's do it as follows. I will use the 6 here to cross off that 6. So we get like, and immediately we can put in any number into any square immediately. And I will put the 1 in here. So we have 1 more power icon. That is important. Then the 2 I will use for the save. So now we have 2 saves. That is very good. So we can actually do some stuff there. And the 6, I definitely need like another dexterity icon, but we can't get any. Like we're done with that one here, right? We have crossed everything off. A 6. What I could do, I could use another one of those to put in the 8 here. Or I could use the one down here to turn it into a 9. That wouldn't be too bad either. I think that's what I will do. I will cross that off. Oh, no, I can't. I can't do it. Because 6, I can't turn it into a 9. So I still have that. Sorry, my mistake. I will use this one instead to turn the 6 into a... Actually, no, I can't really do anything with that. You know what? Sorry about that. That was a little bit confusing. I still have these 2 here, right? I still have these 2 because I can't use those because I can't change the 6 to an 8 or to a 9. I can't do that, right? I'm not able to do that, but I can put the 6 in here. And then I would get a 3 for that. And with the 3, I cannot do anything. So I will just like leave the 3 and do nothing with it. It will just be gone. All right. That was a pretty bad turn. All right. Last turn for us. 3 6s. Wow. That is pretty crazy. So let me think. Okay. Let me do it like this. Let me change one. Let me use this one now here. To change 1 6 to a 3, and then use the 6 and the 3 here to cross the 9 to get another one of these icons. So now let's see. We definitely want these 2 up here. So I will use 2 saves for these 2 saves here. That means we get 3. That is great. Then I will use this dexterity icon and this one to cross off these 2 to get the cat of Hatshepsut, which is another 5. So we're pretty much looting everything dry. That is great. So now we want to get as many of these as possible because after this round we need to go. We need to leave because otherwise we ring the alarm. So we need to go from left to right here, as you can see with these arrows. So let's start here. Let's use one of our power icons here to get like this money here, which gives us 1. Then here we need another 1. Do we still have 1? Yeah, we still have 1 right here. So we can also get the 2 here. And we need 2 more for the last one, which we have 1 here. And we have a 6. Can we do anything with the 6? That would be great. Let me see if we can do that. I don't think so, right? I mean, I can put these 6 in some place. So we can use, like, I will actually use this one here just to cross that off so I know. And we need one more icon. And then we would actually have looted everything. But I don't know if we can get this one. We're up, down, done here. Here we cannot do anything. This is like larger than 6, not possible. We can put it, we could do something here, but that wouldn't help us either. I think that this is it, unfortunately. I'll just put in the 6 here just so we don't leave any traces. And that's it. We cross off that one and now I leave, right? So now I can leave because otherwise next round I will ring the alarm and lose. So I'm done. That's it. And that marks the end of the game. So what do we do now? Well, now we count up all our points. And like we looked at our loot, we get 1 point per like the number on these money sacks, right? So like we get 1, 3, 4, 6, 9, 14. That is pretty decent. That is 14. Then we get 2 extra if we have not filled any of these, which we have. So that is 16 then here altogether. We have no trace, so that's 0 negative points. And we have distracted the dog, so that is 1 negative points. We have done it with Matt, so you put in the names in here. And we have gotten 15 points. The maximum would have been 17, 18, I think. I think 18 would have been the maximum, so we are really good. We really did well. And successful heist, no traces left at all, right? We got out in time and we stole a lot of good stuff. So yeah, and that is how you play Clou Roll and Heist again. As I said, there is also like the prior version to that with like other locations and other characters that you can print online on the webpage. I will put a link to the page in the description of this video. All right, well, that concludes my playthrough of Clou Roll and Heist again. Now let's dive into my review of the game. The theme is fantastic. There's a thrilling sense of breaking into like different locations to gather as much loot as possible, which feels incredibly satisfying, especially since you can get out at any time. One standout feature is the direct connection between theme and gameplay. The game introduces only loss conditions, allowing players to always escape if they act swiftly enough. This incorporation of this, like I would call it push your luck mechanism into a roll and write format is a really refreshing concept. I haven't seen anything like that before. Moreover, Clou Roll and Heist again offers exciting combo potential, as you saw, even if not as extensive as games like Gunch and Clever do it. However, the game compensates that with like various paths to progress, enhancing replayability by a lot. With a plethora of characters, locations and difficulty levels, the game promises extensive replayability and entertainment. I have not used all characters yet, I have not played all locations, and I am still really happy with like what I have at my disposal here. Although I've only played this game solo, I imagine it shines just as brightly in cooperative mode at a 2-player count. An added bonus is the ability to print additional sheets, just like I mentioned, ensuring gameplay longevity. While I played the game in German, the English version for the original game is also available, easily accessible through the Boardgame Racoon website. I will link to that in the description of this video. The English version for the new missions and characters, of which I showed you on today, is scheduled to be released in September 2024, so you will have to wait a little bit for that. In summary, Clou Roll and Heist again is a stellar package, offering abundant replayability, diverse strategies and multiple paths to explore, and also a lot of characters and different locations. If you're a fan of roll and write games or even remotely intrigued by what you've seen here today, I highly recommend giving this game a try. There is something I missed to mention in this video, so I'm doing it while editing. I am awarding this game the Silver Sir Thecos Ace of Games Award. Clou Roll and Heist again definitely deserves it due to its great theme as well as elegant, fun and diverse gameplay. This is one of my new favorites in the roll and flip and write genre. Well, that concludes my review. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support. A special thanks goes out to my Patreon supporters, with a huge shout out to Thecos and Ryan Hall for their generous contributions at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. Your support means the world to me. You can support me by watching, liking and commenting on my videos as usual, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to engage with me and my wonderful community. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video or on my Discord server. Take care everyone, stay safe and cheers.